Hey everyone, and welcome back, and welcome to Alien Day. So April 26th, aka 426, is known as Alien Day because of the name of the planet, of course, that they find in Alien, which they eventually name LV-426. So it just seems kind of like a fun way to sort of celebrate everything the Alien franchise. And of course, any chance to celebrate Alien and the Alien franchise, I will definitely take advantage of it, because the Alien films, especially the first two anyway, for me, are just like, they're just perfect. You know, they're perfect films. And also from just a creative standpoint, H.R. Giger's design for that alien is so unique and unlike anything else we've ever seen, honestly, kind of before that or even since. It definitely kind of stands out. For sure ranks up with among the most, creative, creatures ever created for any film, which also leads me to something special that I'm glad I also get to share with you guys today. I actually got this a little while ago, and actually I was kind of hoping for a lot of my other videos that if I didn't move too much, it wouldn't be apparent because it's technically right behind my head. But I finally got a alien statue that I have been wanting to get for a long time. Actually, I've wanted an alien statue for a very long time. It was just a matter of trying to find one that kind of worked for me, because there's no lack of alien statues or memorabilia or anything like that, and just kind of have to figure out exactly which one. Now, there have been some that have been like amazing and very dynamic poses and everything, and then obviously we've had a lot of great sort of other options, more affordable options, like some of the NECA alien figures, for example, are amazing. But one that actually caught my eye a couple years ago was one that was released by Medicom Toy. Now, a lot of their stuff is a little different. And this is kind of one of, as far as I could tell, this is kind of one of the very few things that they created that was anything even remotely like this. I think a lot of their stuff is a little bit more cutesy in some ways. And considering I think this is the only thing they've kind of done, at least since, and the fact that this has been on sale for so long kind of probably explains why they haven't done other things like it. But what it is it's a cool recreation of the original Alien suit that is on display, or was on display, I think it might still be, in the H.R. Giger Museum. So it's not in actually a dynamic pose, it's just basically just standing tall, but you can really, I don't know, something about that kind of has always sort of stuck out to me. And it's one of those pieces that for whatever reason just sort of like, kind of no one was buying it. It was on, sometimes stuff like this, even if it holds on for a little bit, usually within a year, a lot of this stuff can sell out. But this thing I think has been out for like 3 or 4 years by now. And it's one I kept revisiting time and time again, and especially through different sales and everything. It was still very expensive, but at the very least, I kept watching it. And then finally last November, was it November or something? I think somewhere, it might have been, because it might have been like either Black Friday or Cyber Monday or maybe something like that. I can't remember offhand, but the price dropped a lot, like not 50%, but it was just like maybe 40% or something like that. Like it was actually no, probably more than that. Probably close to 40%. And I had because I got this through Sideshow Collectibles, and I had some rewards, so I was able to even put a little bit more money on it. And I was just like, you know what, if I'm ever gonna get it, I should probably go ahead and get it. And I think at the time it was even listed as like low stock alert, which I know sometimes it's not that they're not running low, but sometimes they do that just to get people to buy stuff. And well, you know what, it worked because I went ahead and ordered it. Now I did do the flex pay option, which means you pay so much per month, and then once it's paid off in full, then they send it to you. So actually I didn't get it really until just a few months ago, and even then I still had it kind of boxed up for a while because I wasn't really 100% sure where to put it. And then eventually I have it right here behind me, and I'll get some close-up shots in just 1 second. But yeah, I literally have been sitting on this for a while and been wanting to share it since it came in, and it was one of those where like I kept meaning to do a video and I never did. And because you can't see it behind my head, probably says something about my head, that I just kind of figured like, you know what, if I could actually hold off, this would be a perfect video to do for Alien Day. So I'm really happy that it's actually working out that way. So yeah, without further ado, let's go over some details of the statue itself. Okay, so here's my new alien statue from Medicom Toys. As you can see, I have it on the shelf next to my T2 endoskeleton that I've had for many, many years. And kind of funny, like it just works. It just seems to work perfectly. And this thing, it's funny because like I couldn't even find any reviews on this, so I wasn't even sure what to think But then I finally saw a couple reviews on the Sideshow website from people who just said, like, this thing's a lot nicer than it might seem. I do know early on, I think this piece was kind of dismissed because it was released around the same time as another company put out like an amazing Queen Studios or one of those. I don't know. This one just seems to work so perfectly for me. You can just see the amount of detail in there. Now the cone on the top, it sounded like it's a hard rubber, and actually I had to attach it, and it's not easy. I was actually really happy I was able to attach it okay, but underneath, as you can see, just like in the original design, it's got the skull underneath there, and of course you got the mouth and the teeth. I do wish there was a little bit more of an opening just right there, just to kind of give that so it wasn't just solid. Very minor gripe, because obviously from far away, I don't think you can really tell. And then again, just the amount of detail, even the little hoses I had to attach. But again, it's little pieces like that to just give it that extra bit of detail. And the coloring is interesting. It's got a couple different tones because, and a lot of times we think like, oh, it's a black piece because that's how it looks in the movie, but it's actually not. So I don't know if this is 100% screen accurate as far as the coloring, but it looks close enough to me. And man, look at that detail just in the chest right there. And just kind of coming around. Get some shots from the other side as well. And then just coming down. I mean, just the amount of detail. That's what really kind of blew me away. Especially once I actually got to see it in person. And even like the hands, which you can see right there. Hopefully you can see that okay. I'm looking at a very small monitor at the moment. But just the amount of detail there in the hands and the nails, I think is just incredible. Let me see if I can also get the other one. So if it'll just focus for me just a bit. Again, just absolutely amazing detail. I mean, this is, it is an expensive piece. I mean, I'm glad I got it for the price I did, but even then, it was still a very expensive piece. But obviously, I can definitely see it. And of course, then you got the tail that sort of wraps around. And then you got the sharp end of the tail there, which of course poor Lambert got it in the film. And even like the detail on the feet and the nails down there. And of course it came with the plate here that you're going to put in the front. Sorry about the glare. Hopefully you can see that. Obviously it just says Alien Big Chap right there. Now I added, this is an old Sideshow, egg facehugger kind of statue. I've had this for so long. It sort of like was its sort of own piece. And then when the statue came in, even though obviously technically, the actual egg would be quite large compared to the statue in the size, but just as sort of like an accent piece, I think it works perfectly. And then these little like NECA pieces from Aliens, this little set. I got this a long time ago. And same thing, the little NECA, the derelict spacecraft. The plastic stand unfortunately broke. The ship's fine. Stand broke. So it's just laying there. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll leave that there because it looks a little, it looks all right, but yeah. But yeah, anyway, here's the, so here's my alien statue finally in my collection. I kind of feel like this is something I just, because I'm not really getting that much anymore as far as statues go. There's just a couple things left, and then honestly that's kind of it. And one of the things was definitely an alien statue. So yeah, let me just kind of pull back once more so you can kind of see it. I know, it's hidden behind my head in a lot of my videos and stuff, but just kind of give you an idea. There's the shelf, there's the alien statue, and yeah, so happy to have it in my collection. So there it is. There's my alien statue from Medicom Toys. So happy to have it in my collection. I really always wanted something that was just, at least for me, sort of like a really awesome, like alien piece. I kind of debated, again for a while, like, wow, do I go with something different? But again, the opportunity presented itself. And actually, I'm so happy it's there. I mean, and again, I don't know if it's going to stay there, if I'm going to move it somewhere else. But for now, it's actually kind of working back there. Again, that shelf probably will change at some point. But for now, kind of like actually having it with the Terminator back there. Yeah, I think it works. So I'm so happy I got to finally share this with you guys. And again, happy Alien Day. Let me know if you have anything planned. You're going to watch any of the films today, or at least maybe over the weekend or something, you know, something to celebrate Alien Day. And if you have any cool Alien collectibles, definitely let me know. Always love hearing what other people have. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.